Hi everyone, Lamisha here from LamishaSurfWalls.com, and today I'm bringing you a discussion, a tip, some advice around really creating changes in your life when you're feeling stuck. So one of the things I hear from my clients over and over and over again, and really from my tribe, is that they feel stuck in this cycle. They feel like they've been stuck in a rut for years, sometimes 10, 15, 20 years, and they can't quite figure out what has them stuck or why they're unable to move forward. Now, part of this equation is that the mindset is involved, right? Mindset is everything when it comes to anything. So you have to really make sure that that mindset piece is intact. But there's also a separate piece of this, which is the action piece. And a lot of times people are either lacking in the mindset area or they're lacking in the action area. And some people are actually lacking in both areas and they find it really difficult to move forward. So today I want to talk a little bit about the action area. Now, there are people that feel like they're stuck in a rut and they don't know what choice to take. They don't know what to do, so they don't do anything and they stay paralyzed. But one of the things that you have to really remember is that if you are feeling stuck and you want to create change in your life, that you truly have to start choosing differently. And the way I look at it is in every situation that we are sort of, given, in every situation that we approach or that we have any challenge that we have come up for us, we have a couple of choices. We always have choices. And a lot of times people will gravitate toward the choice that is more comfortable for them, even if it's uncomfortable, right? So we gravitate toward the things that we know, even if it doesn't feel quite right, or even if we don't feel comfortable in that way, right? We want to change this area of our lives. But the reason we're not going down that other path is because it's uncertain. It's because it's uncomfortable. It's because we're unsure of what lies on the other side. But here's the way I look at it. If you come to a fork in the road and you always go down this path, and that path always has pitfalls and it's uncomfortable and it takes you a really long time to get there and you're not even really moving as much or as quickly or as fast as you would like, and you feel like you're never really getting to your destination, why not choose differently? Why not choose a different path? Why not take that risk and do something that's a little bit different than what you have done? Because the truth of the matter is, you know what lies down this path. You know what lies down that path because you've done it. You've been there. You've gone down that road. You have done it over and over and over again, and yet you're still stuck. So the question is, why not go down the other way? Why not choose differently? So this is sort of one of my tips for those of you who are feeling stuck in life, who are feeling like you've been in this place for a really long time and you just don't know how to break free from it. My advice is choose differently. Choose differently in these day-to-day moments. And I'm not just talking about action. Action is a big piece, but I'm talking about in your reactions, in your responses, in your thinking. So for instance, if a certain situation comes up and your natural inclination is to believe that things are falling apart, or to believe that this wasn't meant for you, or to believe that something must be wrong with you, then I'm asking you to choose differently. I'm asking you to choose to believe that actually things are working out for you, that you are being set up for something even better than you ever imagined, that you're being sort of put in this situation for a reason that's going to benefit you at a time when you can actually see it down the road, right? It's all about choice, and it's all about how you frame it in your mind. So that's sort of the mindset piece of it. But let's talk about the action piece. If you have done this thing over and over and over and over and over again and it hasn't worked, right? It's like trying the door and it's locked and it's locked and it's locked and it's locked, and you keep going back to that same door. Try a different door. Try something you've never done before. Do something that's a little bit radical and make a different choice. Go a different way. Reach out to someone that you maybe traditionally would never reach out to. Go to a conference that maybe you would never typically attend. Stretch yourself outside your comfort zone, because only then are you going to start really shaking things loose, okay? So this is actually one of those concepts that I really could talk about forever, but I want to give this to you short and sweet. I want you to actually take this action step for me today. I want you to think about the area of your life Maybe there are multiple areas. But I want you to think about the area of your life that feels a bit frustrating, that feels like you've been stuck in a cycle. Maybe it's a certain job for you. Maybe you've been in this job, you don't like it, you know what to expect every day. You have this burning desire to do something differently, but you just don't know how to get out of it, right? Or maybe you've been dealing with some of the mindset gremlins, and you've been dealing with them and you've been doing some of these tips and tools, but you just can't quite get there, right? Whatever it is for you, I want you to think about that area of your life. I want you to think about how long you've been stuck there. I want you to actually calculate, how long have you felt that way? How long have you been in this place where things haven't been working out for you? Or you've been thinking along this pattern, or you've been allowing yourself to stay contained in this little comfortable box, but really you're outgrowing it, right? Like you're ready to break free, but it's uncomfortable. I want you to think about that aspect of your life. And then I want you to grab a piece of paper and I want you to write down a couple of radical new choices that you can make as it applies to this thing, right? Maybe it's to go on a trip. Maybe it's to start writing. Maybe it's to look at, going back to school or looking at different career options for you. Maybe it's to work with a coach or to schedule a consultation to find out a little bit more about that, right? Maybe it's something else, but I want you to make a list of things that you can do that are a bit different than what you've typically done. That instead of going down this road and accepting that this is how it is, that you can turn down this road and explore and see what else is out there. I want you to make a list. I'm going to actually challenge you to make a list of 10 things. And then I want you to select one and I want you to go do it. You don't have to fully commit to it. You don't have to hire the coach if it doesn't feel right for you. You don't have to follow through with any of those things. But I want you to test yourself. I want you to test your comfort zone. And I want you to reach out and intentionally choose something differently. Because here's what's going to happen when you do that. When you decide that you're going to choose differently and you embrace that difference and you embrace that expansive place that's outside your comfort zone, all of these opportunities are going to start coming to you. These ideas, you're going to meet people. Things are going to work out magically for you, I promise, just by you stepping outside your comfort zone. So you're going to put yourself out there. You're going to look at some of these options, and I want you to take action and intentionally choose something different. That is how you start getting unstuck. That is how you stretch yourself. That is how you change your life. And if it feels like something that you can't quite do by yourself, or you need some accountability and you need some support, I encourage you to reach out to me. And here's why. This summer, I am completely committed to working with incredible men and women across the world to help you create the foundation and mindset, the accountability in action, in order to propel yourself forward. We have approximately, depending on when you're watching this, we have approximately 6 months left in the year. You have half of the year ahead of you. What is it that you could do? What is it that you envision that we could make happen in this next 6 months? What is it that you would love to see happen for yourself? What are the changes that you would like to make? And how are you going to choose differently? If it feels like you need a little bit of support and accountability and a mentor to kind of lead you down that path, then I encourage you to reach out to me. I have carved out specific time in my summer to take on a handful of clients for the next 3 to 4 months to really create some massive, massive changes in your life. And I would love to chat with you if it feels like a good fit for you. We can explore that through a quick consultation. I've included all the information below. And if you have any questions about what it's like to work with me, or you have any other questions about what I've discussed in this video, please feel free to reach out, okay? This is my purpose. This is my mission in life. And I want you to feel the expansive, beautiful energy that comes from choosing something differently and getting out of that rut that so many people have been stuck in lately, okay? There is something waiting for you outside of this. There is another way. And while you may not be able to see that light at the end of the tunnel, allow me to be your eyes and guide you to that, because I promise it's there, okay? But if nothing else, I want you to definitely make that list of 10 things and do at least one of them, something that's completely different than what you normally do so that you can choose differently, Your future depends on it. All right. Hope you guys have a great rest of the day. And if you have questions, remember you can reach out to me at lamisha@lamishsurfwalls.com, or you can find out more about me on my website. Have a great rest of the day, guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.